Well, here we go. There's the champion. Dan Gable hasn't lost in high school or college. He's a senior, 21 years old, against Larry Owings, who's a sophomore from Hubbard, Oregon.
At the 1970 NCAA Wrestling Championship Finals, at the weight class of 142 pounds, Iowa State senior Dan Gable enters with a record of 181 wins and 0 losses. His goal is to become a 3-time NCAA champion and graduate with an undefeated record of 182 wins and 0 losses. His opponent, sophomore Larry Owings from the University of Washington, who Gable had previously defeated the year before. Everyone was expecting a similar outcome with Dan Gable being victorious, except Larry Owings had a different plan.
Underarm spin by Owings. Almost.
Catching Gable by surprise, Owings almost manages to get a takedown, only to be himself taken down. After managing to get an escape, he does the same move again on the other side and manages to get the takedown, taking the lead 3-2.
This is the first period. There Owings goes again on an underarm spin and a roll through. Beautiful move. That was the same move he tried earlier but did not score. So Owings now goes out ahead on that takedown by a score of 3-2 here in the first period. And one of the few times in his life, Dan Gable, checking the scoreboard, finds himself behind.
For the first time in his wrestling career, Dan Gable was behind on points and was showing that it could be possible to beat the unbeatable.
For only time in my life that within a minute into the match, I could hear the crowd. A minute into the match, I could feel how I felt. And I was feeling tired and weak.
By the end of the first period, Owings was leading 3-2, something that was completely unheard of. He was beating Dan Gable by points. No one was able to do this beforehand, but Owings was managing to do it. The second period of the match, it was an intense back and forth battle between the two, from escapes to takedowns to riding time, but by the end of the round, Owings was leading 9 points to 8. During the third period, there was some controversy. Both opponents were getting points off of riding time, but then with a few seconds left in the match, Owings was able to escape and catch Gable by surprise by going for a single leg, managing to take him down and get 2 points.
Gable looks a bit tired. Yes, he does. Oh, a minute on the right. He's got him down. The 2-point takedown. And on his back also. Now it's 13-8 for Owings. But Gable came right up, but for an escape.
By this point, the ref had decided to stop the match, to go to the officials and set the record straight on what the points are. The score was Owings 13 points and Gable 9 points, which took Gable by surprise. He thought the score was either 11-9 or a tie 11-11 due to how much time he had on riding. With only 3 seconds left in the match, there was not much Gable could do. He seemed to have admitted defeat, barely sprawling when Owings went for a takedown. And as the buzzer rang, Owings had defeated Dan Gable 13 points to 11, becoming the new NCAA champion and giving Dan Gable his first loss on his final collegiate match. Dan Gable will receive his first and only silver medal that night, graduating with a record of 181 wins and 1 loss. He says that this loss made him more determined. It made him into a great wrestler and then a great coach. Larry Owings regretted winning that match. He had beaten the unbeatable Dan Gable, and now all the spotlight would be on him. Both men would encounter each other again during the 1972 Summer Olympic Trials, where Dan Gable would defeat Larry Owings 7-1 and then go on to win the gold at the Summer Olympics. But history will always remember what happened on March 28, 1970, when Larry Owings became the first person to defeat Dan Gable, showing that even legends can be beaten sometimes.